as they get started.
Man, what do y'all have to do, you think, to get back into on the right track, and especially on the defensive end?
Just little things. And I think this week was really big for us just because it gave us a chance to work on ourselves. I feel like thanks to Buzz and the staff, like we've been able to create a formula on what it takes to win and just following those things. It's kind of similar to last year, but we got tested early and we were given the answers earlier than we expected. So I think I'm excited for this next game coming for us.
Buzz had said on his radio show that they kind of broke everything down and kind of figured out what was going wrong, similar like what they did after the Auburn game last year. Do you feel like y'all are getting that reset, that reevaluation that y'all had to start that run last year, earlier in the season this year?
Yes, sir. And I think it's really just about being where our feet are at. Not taking it too far, not being Jacob, not assuming that it's going to be the same, that we're going to have the same success as last year, because we don't know. So that's why, like, every day in practice, we're just focused on that practice, that 40 minutes, that hour and a half, those 2 hours, that's what we're focused on. And we're just trying to build good days on top of each other. So,
have you discussed the importance of this stretch between now and when you start conference play?
Yes, sir. I think that's really big. And I think just being prepared for that, just being prepared for us to be favored in those type of games. Because, last year in conference, we were losing, games by a possession or two, 3 possessions, 4 possessions, and the things that we're figuring out right now, it's what's going to help us prepare to win those games come time for conference.
What are some of the things that they presented that y'all need to change, that y'all have been working on?
Just our coverage to the ball on weak side, rebounding. Rebounding has been the theme for A&M for years, especially since Bud's been here. And he's, just even this morning during film, he talked to me and Wade about it and just the importance of being in the right spot to rebound, being in the fight, the importance of not leaking out and just assuming that our bigs are going to get it, just because guard rebounds are really important for our team. Our pickup point has to be better. Our ability to guard the ball and scramble out of rotation, being in the right spots, and then communication. And then I think the most important thing out of that is overwhelming effort and care. Just being able to be in every moment, every possession matters. Not only just knowing that and us saying that, but understanding that and applying that on the floor. So I think those are all the things that we've been focused on, especially since Myrtle Beach. So,
Do you think this, having a week off, before your last game, has that helped you guys? And you feel like you're going to be better prepared come Sunday?
Yeah, I think it's big. I think, these past couple of days have been huge for us. I mean, we've taken steps, big steps, little steps. I mean, we've been able to just focus on us. And during Myrtle Beach, we kind of lost that, just being able to work on what we need to work on instead of the opponent so much and things like that. So this week was really big for us, and I'm really glad that we were able to have the time that we had because, I mean, you can't really get this time back. And, a few weeks from now, we're going to be looking back at this time that we had and been like, yeah, this was really helpful. I'm really glad that we were able to focus on ourselves, work on the things we need to work on, watch the film that we were able to watch film on. I'm thankful for the staff for working all those hours and hours and hours of bringing things together and making things make sense for us. So yeah, it was pretty big for us.
As it's talked before about defensively, he wants to push the offense out beyond the three-point line. But when you have a game like last week when Boise is knocking down teams, even though they're not supposed to, how do you adjust to that?
I think it's more so of us being more attentive to detail when it comes to personnel. And then, we're a team where we don't adjust to their offense, they adjust to us. And so we did a poor job of executing that against Boise. And I can say the same for both Murray State and Colorado. So I think this Sunday is going to be another test for us to show that, to prove that we've taken steps in that area. So
A lot of people I've heard say Solomon might be one of the most talented guys on the team, even though we've seen him in spurts. Is that something that you've seen? What stands out to you about his game?
Solo is, he's a beast. And, he does things that in practice that kind of make you go like, okay, if he keeps working on this, then he's gonna be something special. Good kid, works hard, and I mean he's a freshman. I was a freshman last year, and like I understand like the struggles and like there's times where you may feel like it's all just dark and there's no light, but there is light for him, and he's gonna be a really good player. He's gonna be special. And I played with him outside of high school before I got here, and he's shown me some things that has kind of made my mind up on what he's going to be in the future.
Do you have any examples of some of the things that kind of blew your mind?
And I mean, I would say things that don't even really, just him being able, his knack for the ball. Whenever he rebounds that ball, I mean, it's like similar to what Zion Williamson did to what's his name during summer league a few years ago. He does plays like that, and he does it normally. I mean, his athleticism is crazy. And just for somebody at his size to move the way he moves, understand, and his knowledge for the game, and just how intelligent he is. I mean, it's crazy. I have a lot of respect for him.
Y'all gain any confidence from the offensive output you've had to this point? Seems like a little more efficient than you were at this point last year, knowing that you have kind of some of the guys to come along defensively.
Yeah, I feel like offensively, it's still like a learning process. I mean, at the end of the day, this season is a process, and so far, offensively, I've been a little discouraged, and not only just for myself, but just as a team. Like we can do more, and we're better than what we've been playing at. So I feel like, yeah, I may be a little bit more efficient, but I know that this team and myself included can do better and do more for us to be where we want to be at.
How much of a focus too has been finishing around the rim? I know that's not maybe something that has been a success so far lately.
Yeah, it's crazy you said that because we talked about it this week as well. We get to the rim 50% of the time, and we make our shots literally 50% of the time. And that's just something that we addressed. Buzz addressed it to us. Lyle addressed it to us, and they made it known like we're a better team than that. We should not be finishing 50% at the rim, and we get to the rim 50% of the time. So we have to convert on our layups, and that's what we do. We wake up in the morning, we get to the gym, and we're working on it. We work on it before practice, after practice, extra time with me and Dev, extra time with me and Buzz, me and Lyle. We just work on finishing at the rim. And even with managers, after practice, I'll get with a manager, I'll get with Jelani or with Peyton or something like that, and we'll go to the practice gym and work on our layups, work on finishing, or just the offensive concept. So finishing at the rim is really big for us, and I feel like if we continue to improve on that, we'll help ourselves in the long run.
Covered?
Thanks.
Thanks, Manny.
Thanks, guys.